Hello, my name is Jake Tanda, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about e-commerce taxation. E-commerce taxation. Well, what is it? I'll tell you. E-commerce is products being bought and sold online. So you buy something from Amazon, you get that product back to you. That's e-commerce. Taxation on this type of commerce is difficult to enforce for a couple of different reasons, but mainly it's different states have different sales taxes. So if you're buying something in South Carolina from Virginia or something, and those two states have different sales taxes, you're going to end up paying a different sales tax than you're used to based on when you buy stuff at the store in your state. Now, there's been a couple of old recommendations for this type of taxation dating back to around the early 2000s, late 90s. First of which is to maintain the status quo. So just keep taxations as they are, and there's going to be some mistakes in internet taxation, but at the time, e-commerce was such a small business that it didn't really matter if they made any mistakes. The differences in tax money were only a couple billion, which isn't really too much in terms of the amount that the government gets in taxes in general. Another suggestion that they had was to ban internet taxation altogether. This would have caused less taxes to be collected from e-commerce than maintaining the status quo, but would have made it a little bit easier for tax collection agencies and a little bit more consistency across the country in terms of taxing online stuff. Another suggestion was central tax collection agencies, or one central tax collection agency in the United States, probably located in Washington, D.C. So it would collect all the taxes from every online purchase and then distribute it out to each state as they see fit based on how much revenue each state brought in from e-commerce. Their final suggestion was to ban all sales tax, online and offline purchases. This would have unified online and offline purchases and would have made it a little bit easier for taxes to be collected from each state, although it would have resulted in more of an overhaul in the tax system and would have needed some adjustments in other different types of taxes, such as income tax. The growth of companies is a catalyst for the need to change some of these taxation methods. Marketplaces like Amazon and eBay, retailers like Walmart and Target, couriers like UPS and FedEx, they all help with people being able to buy stuff online quickly and efficiently. Back in the day, you could go to the store and buy something quickly, but now you can order a pair of shoes online and you'll have it at your door in 2 hours, which is crazy. And it just makes people more willing to buy stuff online now. And when people become more willing to buy stuff online, more people are going to do it. The more need we're going to have for updated tax methods and more efficiency. The current taxation methods of e-commerce involve a nexus. And you may be wondering, what the heck is a nexus? Well, I'll tell you. A nexus is a proof of operations in a certain state. So say a company has a warehouse in a certain state and they have a office building where employees work in a certain state. So they can claim nexus in that state, and all their products being sold will have nexus in that state, and the consumer will pay the sales tax based on whichever state the company has a nexus in. And this is how it works for every company, and this is how it works for every purchase that you might make online. So say like Amazon, a lot of their operations are out of Washington, so a lot of your Amazon purchases will have nexus in Washington, and you'll pay sales tax based on the Washington sales tax. Now there are some suggestions that I have for the future based on what I researched and what I found. I think an identical sales tax between all states is pretty important for consistency and efficiency of collecting this type of tax. This would unite online and offline purchases, so there wouldn't really be any difference between buying something online and offline, and it would unite all the states together. The United States of America, you could call it. And I would ban sales tax could be a good way of doing this. So you could just get rid of sales tax altogether rather than keeping it a certain percent. Sales tax was brought about in like the 1920s because they wanted to boost economic growth during the Great Depression. And I don't think we need that anymore. I think we could move taxes to other locations such as income tax and This would obviously take some adjustment. It would take some time to get used to, but I think banning sales tax could be a good way of efficiently collecting taxes from online purchases. I appreciate you guys listening to this presentation, and I hope you guys have a great finish to your semester.